All right, ladies and gentlemen, here is my video for Tuesday's topics. More quotient of powers, specifically quotient to a power. Doing all 6 of these. Let's go ahead and start. This cubed gets distributed to every term in my numerator and every term in my denominator. My numerator and my denominator just have one term. So this becomes h to the 3rd power over h to the 6 times 3. That's power to a power rule. So this simplifies to h cubed over h to the 18. Quotient of a power says that I would do 3 minus 18 in my calculator. That equals negative 15. So I simplify to h to the negative 15. Number 5, same thing. Maybe that's better. Distribute my 2 to the numerator and to the denominator. This becomes w to the 2 times 2 in the numerator and w to the 3rd power times 2 in the denominator. This becomes w to the 4th power over w to the 6th power. Quotient of powers rules would say I subtract 4 minus 6. 4 minus 6 is negative 2. So this simplifies to w to the negative 2. Number 6 starts to get a little bit trickier since we add a coefficient. The 2 and the 3 are separate from the c. So this becomes 3 squared c squared. There's an invisible 1 exponent for my c, so 1 times 2 is just 2. Over 2 squared c to the 5th power times 2. That's power to a power rule, 5 times 2. 3 squared is 9 c squared over 2 squared is 4 c to the 10. 9 and 4 can't be simplified, but I'm going to subtract my exponents. So c to the 2 minus 10 is c to the negative 8. Check it in your calculator. So this becomes 9 c to the negative 8 over 4. Distribute my 3. Every single term. The coefficient and my variables. So this becomes 2 to the 3rd power, c to the 3rd power, y to the 6th power times 3, that's my power to a power rule, over 8 to the 3rd power, c to the 3rd power times 3, y to the 4th power times 3. Now let's simplify. 2 to the 3rd power is 8. C to the 3rd power, y to the 18. All I did was multiply 6 and 3. What is 8 to the 3rd power? 512. C to the 9, y to the 12. Can 8 and 512 be simplified? 8 divided by 512. Convert that to a fraction. 1 over 64. And I start to subtract my exponents. C to the 3rd power minus 9 is c to the negative 6th power. Y to the 18th power minus 12 equals y to the 6th power. So this becomes c to the negative 6, y to the 6th power. In the numerator, there's no 8 for me to write, no 1 for me to write, over, there's a 64 left over. Two more. Distribute my 2 to every term in the numerator and every term in the denominator. This becomes w squared g squared over 5 squared w to the 3rd power times 2 g to the 5th power times 2. Make this a little bit easier for me to write them. This simplifies to w squared g squared over 5 squared is 25. W to the 6th power, g to the 10. There are no numbers for me to simplify, no coefficients. Therefore, I'm going to immediately go to subtracting my exponents. W squared minus 6 is w to the negative 4. G squared minus 10 equals g to the negative 8. So this simplifies to w to the negative 4, g to the negative 8 over 25. Last one. Distribute my 2. Six squared. What is that? D to the 6th power times 2. H to the 4th power times 2 over 7 squared d squared h to the 2 times 2. 6 squared equals 36. D to the 12, h to the 8 over 49. D squared, h to the 4th. Can 36 and 49 be simplified? Let's see. 36 divided by 49. Turn that into a fraction. Nope. So all I will do is subtract my exponents. D to the 12th minus 2 equals d to the 10. H to the 8 minus 4 equals h to the 4. So this becomes 36 d to the 10 h to the 4th power over 49. And those are my answers to my first set. Check back tomorrow for your next video.